In other news, and there is a lot of news today, these are some of the latest images coming out of Haiti. Glimpses of pain and destruction in the aftermath of yesterday's devastating earthquake. Rescue efforts are underway as people work to locate and free people trapped under rubble. Officials say hundreds of people have died, but as we've seen in cases of similar disasters, in particular similar disasters in Haiti, that number is likely to continue climbing. Natalie Kalata has been on the story for us all morning. Natalie, it really is a devastating situation in a country that has had so many devastating situations. What's the latest there?
That's right. Haiti really didn't need another blow to its people right now. Officials still trying to assess the entire scope of the damage. We know right now over 300 people have died when that 7.2 magnitude earthquake hit yesterday at around 8 o'clock local time. We know that 1,800 other people were injured. But important to note here, John, as you mentioned in the introduction there, that number is likely to climb because there are hundreds of people who are still missing. We have some of the latest images coming out of Haiti that we can show you now that you can see just the scope of this devastation. We know that the earthquake leveled 949 homes, 7 churches, 2 hotels, 3 schools, all of it destroyed. And of course, many others were damaged on top of that. Now, the U.S. Geological Survey says their big concern is the landslide that was created that is blocking now some access to these points where they're seeing a lot of damage. So the ability for relief and rescue workers to get in there can be hampered. We are seeing NGOs who are starting to work as well, including the Mercy Cope acting director, CEO, Kara Buck. She spoke to us about the conditions that rescue and relief workers are in right now. Have a listen to what she had to say.
We're working through, difficulties with phone connection, internet connection, and we're really just, trying to assess the situation and gather as much information as we can. Logistically, this is extremely challenging. With the number of roads being blocked and, insecurity, faced by those traveling to NEAT. So we're really hoping for safe passage of humanitarian workers and people are just really worried about their families.
And of course, that rescue work is continuing. The Prime Minister has declared a state of emergency. That, John, is expected to last about a month.
Natalie, this being watched closely to the international community who have contributed much over the years, but how are they responding to this latest crisis?
Well, they're all waiting to help out, including Canada that has pledged its support once that call for international aid comes from Haiti. But we're also seeing non-governmental organizations step up and help, and also athletes. The famed tennis star Naomi Osaka, who herself is half Haitian, has pledged the winnings and any earnings she gets from next week's big tournament to go towards the relief effort in Haiti. John?
Thanks for this, Natalie. CBC's Natalie Kalata reporting from Toronto.